Hi, this is Josh Black, and this is my week 2 video for Intro to Social Work. Summarize one thing I learned from any of this week's recordings. So, before I got into, or before I applied to the social work program here at Fort Hays, I did a lot of research into the field just to make sure it was something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to be informed going into the process. Um, One thing that I learned this week is about the grand challenges. I had known about the NASW and the CSWE and even the EPAs from my research, but I did not know about the grand challenges. Um, it makes so much sense. It seems ambitious on one hand, but it makes so much sense on the other, because you have an entire nation of social workers that have received standardized training and uh, adhere to the same code of ethics and have learned how to do research the same way. And when you have professionals that are aware of critical issues facing their communities, um, and you're able to band them together nationwide, then you can start to find similarities and some common ground where you can solve problems at a much bigger level, at a grand scale. Um, and I thought that was really awesome, and it's one thing that I learned this week. Um, so thinking ahead about my future writing assignments, how will I apply something that I've learned this week? Uh, One thing that I did not know about was Google Scholar. It, I think it had just come out. I think like the beta came out the year that I started college, the first go around, and I just never heard of it. It was never, um, it never came. I don't remember ever hearing about it, and so I spent a lot of time in the library that I really. I mean, I don't know how popular it was back then, but uh, potentially could have saved myself a lot of time in the library if I'd availed myself of it to begin with. So and just using Google Scholar to find and properly cite sources is something that can definitely help me avoid any accidental violations of ethical standards. Let's see. The hardest aspect in ensuring academic integrity, um, I'll reiterate it, proper citations. For me, I always have a hard time um, knowing what to cite. I don't know if that sounds weird, but it's like I go through this debate in my head. Like, well, it's almost like everything that I say, you can ultimately trace that back to a different knowledge source. So a lot of times I struggle with, do I need to cite this? Is this my own idea, or do I need to give credit to the person that 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 made me think about it and put some words together? So I'm terrified of accidentally um, committing an academic integrity violation just for that sole reason. So I will likely oversight in in my future writings because of this, but that's my biggest concern, and that's pretty much all I've got for this week. I hope you guys have a great week, and go Tigers! If I can figure out how to make this stop.